Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Exodus back for another video, and today just going to be starting up a new series, essentially going over all that I've learned while playing Valorant, because, I want to share my new wealth of knowledge with people who are just going to be getting into the game. I think it's something that would be cool to do. So, yeah, let's just get right into it. First things first. This is something that I didn't learn from Valorant, but there are many things that I carried over from CS as far as, that are also going to be very good to do in Valorant. One of those things, crosshair placement. I see a lot of people in gold as well as in silver, essentially aiming at like the fucking dick level. They're shooting people in the meat. You shouldn't be doing that. When you come around a corner, you want to be sitting at a solid, like, head level, just in order to get those headshots off as easily as possible. Just, yeah, head level at all times. It's probably one of the #1 things that I see people doing wrong. Not to mention people are just unaware, but yeah, make sure to aim at the head level. It is very, very, very important. It makes it a hell of a lot easier for you, because then you don't have to adjust from the dick to the head, and probably miss, because, you're in silver or gold, right? Alrighty, well, that's going to be point #1, of course, and point #2. When peaking angles, you do not have any movement noise whenever you're just making small movements. So, an example of what you can do is, run up, peak, And that's what a lot of the pro players are doing right now. I've been watching the nerd, whatever the fuck, streams for the tourney. And that is what they're doing, and it seems to be that, yeah, of course, making no sound coming around a corner is going to be very advantageous to you, because then, no one can actually predict you coming. And one of the big things in this game, since the movement speed is far lower than games like CS, Rainbow, or something like that, the concept of surprising your opponent to a degree, because pre-fires can happen when you're just running, and that's something you want to avoid big time. Just peek the corner, make no noise. Alrighty, fourth, whatever. So when you're going to be playing a character that has, say like Viper, right? She has the Molotov thing, or esque thing, For these characters, I see a lot of people who just don't know any lineups. One of the main things for characters like this is learning different lineups to be able to actually utilize the character to a degree that you are going to be able to be successful playing as said character. Because right now, I'm seeing a lot of people who just don't know any lineups with them, and as such are basically just being fucking useless. So yeah, definitely learn lineups if you're going to be playing a character that has a Molotov, or has like darts, anything like that. Sova is especially important to do that, where you can hit massive shots across the country, essentially, that land in places that are going to be advantageous for getting information from. So yeah, that would be another one. Moving on, though, we're going to go ahead and switch over to, I don't know, let's take a look at Sova. Yeah, because Sova makes us so much more important. Being able to,
revealing area,
land those different lineups is so important for a character like Sova. Obviously, I don't know any of them because I don't play Sova, I don't play any of these characters, and I'm on the practice map. But a good way to learn some lineups is essentially just go onto YouTube, find a video showing off some lineups, and use that in custom games and on different maps and practice those lineups. So you're actually going to be able to utilize the character to what end they're supposed to be able to be utilized to, right? It's very important, and again, I don't see very many people actually doing that inside of gold or silver, or any rank below that, I presume. Another thing that we can go over is going to be, well, our duelists. I see a lot of people being stupid with duelists. Like, I see people say... Actually, I think Phoenix would be a good example for this. So, I've seen some people who play Phoenix, and what they're doing is flashing, like, super up close like that. That's not the way you're going to want to do it. The flashes peek out so much further than you need to. And this essentially just is going to allow your flashbang to pop in a way that is more advantageous to you, because, well, it has a higher likelihood of catching them off guard when people could see that fly out the fucking gate like a maniac, right? But with that, you're much more able to catch people off guard with the flashbang. And then not to mention actually peeking the flash. You know, I've seen people throw the flash, wait 3 seconds, and then peek. You need to throw the flash and peek. So, yeah, and that goes for pretty much all the agents that have flashbangs. Peek on your flashes. It's going to be very important for you. Yeah. Alright, we can move over to perhaps our Sentinels. Killjoy. One of the main things I've learned, though I don't play Killjoy, is how Killjoy's ultimate should be utilized. Killjoy's ultimate needs to be utilized in a way that is going to be advantageous for you when you plant or are defending a bomb site. Now, more often than not, Killjoy is used as the after plant for the terrorist side, and that makes sense, but in many cases they place it either before they plant the bomb or too long after, to where the enemy team is already inside of the site, something like that. One of the main ways I've seen it utilized that is actually not the worst is placing down the Killjoy ult after you plant, in order to essentially hold off for a solid, however many seconds her ult lasts, to essentially just whittle down the time on the bomb. And then for the counter-terrorist solution, if they are going to place their Killjoy down, you can also place yours down. Then you have two of them going on once. If you have a Brim, you can use the Brim ult to take down their Killjoy, or vice versa. But Killjoy can be used offensively or defensively. Main thing is just protecting the actual box, so it doesn't get destroyed and cancel your ult. So yeah, I think that's pretty much going to be it though for what I've learned so far. Just peek smart, play smarter. And yeah, I hope some of these tips have helped out with your game, at least in some way. They aren't huge things, but they are the devil's in the details, essentially. With games like these, much of your time and much of what you're doing is a lot of small stuff. As with any tactical shooter, CS included. So, you want to do those small things correctly in order to essentially create the outcomes that you want to have happen. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that shit. Join my Discord, follow me on Twitter. All the relevant links will be in the description down below. And, yeah, it's been Exodus. Have a good one.